What is up? Welcome to another edition of the Sports Office. It is great to have you here tonight. Look at this. Woo! Where's it going? We're ready tonight. Woody in the house. James in the house. We got everybody here. It's great to have you here as well. And let's just get this out of the way, right? This is your show. We want to hear from you. Now, you're going to hear from us coming up in a couple minutes here, but all you got to do is go right there and click on that link. And when you click on that link, that takes you into our Zoom room. Come with me, come with me, come with me. And Tommy's over here. He's looking at everything, and he'll see you pop up in the Zoom room.
Look who we
and
got
when
ready.
you do, we have somebody in there. When you pop up in the Zoom room, he'll tell us, and then we'll put you up here, and we'll see your bright, shiny face here, and then you can give us your take in the world of sports. We've had a great time this week. Why? Because we've been talking baseball.
Yes, we
It's
have.
a little bit warmer outside, but it's not baseball weather.
And it's good baseball. Let's be honest.
That's the
because
thing.
2 weeks ago, it was negative baseball.
We weren't sure.
I was thinking they don't want to spend, they don't want to go all in, and now look, here we are, spending and going all in. Damn, this feels great.
You know who else is spending?
Who else?
Fox 2. You know what we're spending on?
What?
Putting
Me?
Hammer down in Florida.
The best.
Covering
The
spring
best.
training. Let's bring her
Hammer.
What's going on, Hammer?
I have never felt more loved by the sports office in my entire life.
Atta girl.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's got to be bad. We got to do a better job.
Yeah.
No. Hey, we got the horses and we're riding them. I heard two guys in the
Hey,
clubhouse
yo.
say that in Lakeland this week, and I am here for it. It is so epic. We are going to see some baseball in Detroit this summer, boys.
So that brings me to one of the questions I wanted to ask. So let's get right to it. You're down there every year. You do a great job covering spring training for us every year. So does this feel different? And is it just because you got JV there and now you got Framber Valdez? Or just give me the vibe and compare and contrast. We'll make this an essay question for you to pass the test. Compare and contrast this year and the feel to what you felt in past years.
Well, as long as it's an oral dissertation, I will be great because I'm much better speaking than I am writing at this point in time. We are very fried. Yeah, I know where you guys are going with that. Never mind.
Let her rip.
We have been down to spring training. How many years now, Miller? Like 15? 16?
Yeah, I mean, we've gone some way or another for 28. So
Yes, we have. And when we first got down to Lakeland, there was one Holiday Inn. We stayed in it last night, and it's still there, and it's so charming. But the most important thing about this organization is that we have seen the resurgence from JV with Kenny Rogers. I mean, who was that?
2006, yeah.
Right.
The
No pine tar.
2006 roster, all the way through 2012, the Porcello, the Scherzer,
David
Anibal,
Price. Yep.
David Price. It was just incredible. And now to see it morph into this, and I always used to say at spring training, my favorite day was when JV throws a bullpen. And we didn't get to see it down there this year because he threw a behind closed doors, so to speak, bullpen on Tuesday. But it was so great just to see him wearing the old English D again, kind of cutting it up with Skubal, Flaherty, Framber, all the guys, Mize. It's funny how Mize was an all-star last year and had a tremendous season, and he's almost like the little kid of the group. I mean, it's thrilling. The energy here is completely palpable. And from the guys like Kevin McGonigal all the way up to, Tarik Skubal, the vets of this squad, you can tell that they feel like something special is going on.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Look, game knows game. And these guys respect the game, and they respect the players in the game. And I think one thing that you've been able to convey with the coverage that you've brought us this week is just how much these guys respect Justin Verlander. Mm-hmm. You've got 2 straight Cy Youngs from Tarik Skubal. Mm-hmm. You've got a body of work from Flaherty and a World Series ring. And you've got, guys that have accomplished things in this league, a number 1 overall draft pick in Casey Mize. But man, the way they look at and talk about Justin Verlander, I think is just so cool because it's the little kid in them coming out and saying, this is a GOAT. And I get to play with this GOAT now, and that's a special thing.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys, obviously you saw my coverage from earlier today where we spoke to Skubal and he said, the 10-year-old kid in me, or not even, he said, 10 years ago, if you would have told me that I would be locker mates with Justin Verlander, I would have said no freaking way. And I'm using the PG version of that. And it was just so great to hear him say that. And he's like, I get goosebumps just talking about it. And it's really fun to see a guy of Skubal's stature who has accomplished so much speak with such reverence for someone like Verlander, who has been there, done that. And it's also equally impressive to hear Justin Verlander sit on the stage today when he was introduced in the official press conference and say, you know what, I got perspective. When I got later in my career, he had his daughter in 2018 with Kate. They had their first daughter. They had a little boy last year. So he's a father twice. And he talked about not really regrets, certainly not regrets. I mean, there is no regret in Justin Verlander, but he talked about like having blinders on and really kind of missing what was going on around him. And he's now a different version of himself. And I know Woody, you and Dan and I can all speak to this. We're all over 60. And these guys are much younger. They're 40. But I feel almost as if with every decade of your life, you find a new place, right? 40, 50, 60. You get to a different place of appreciation and where the smallest things really matter. And I feel like Justin Verlander has found that. And that makes his winning all the more special. And that is going to rub off big time on a guy like Skubal, who said to us today, I want to win more than ever for the city of Detroit.
I know every decade of my life I find something else that hurts.
Exactly.
You're 60?
Right now it's my hip.
My thumbs.
Your thumbs, yeah. Listen, Hammer's been
golf game is
talking
still
to
good.
the folks down there. So I want to play some of this sound, and I want to get you to react to it. Because, look, one of the big stories is obviously Skubal. A, the fact that he's here, but B, what he went through in arbitration and all the uncertainty. Right. Tommy, go ahead and fire that bite about the business side of this.
Business for 26 is done, and that's what it is. As far as competition, you can never let anything like that impact you. I want to win, and I want to win as bad as anybody, and I'm trying to bring a championship to Detroit. And how we do that is kind of by focusing on winning our division in the regular season, and then when we get to playoffs, that's what you play the game for, right? And the guys in this clubhouse and the additions that we've had, I've never been more motivated as a player to try and win a championship here.
Love it. Vibes are different this year.
Hammy, interesting because he's going to be asked about this, and he's going to be asked about it a lot. But that's a dude that can stare you down and give you an answer that tells you, don't ask me about that anymore. Because whatever his feelings are, he's not going to share it with us. He's just going forward to the game, and he's going to do the best he can for this baseball team to win a World Series. Doesn't mean he's happy with everything that's happened so far, but he's not going to share that with us.
I'm not sure that you're reading that fully right, and I wouldn't ever pretend to be someone who can read Tarik Skubal, but I do feel that when he speaks about the business side being behind him, it comes from a complete place of authenticity. I mean, this guy is a dog, and I love using that term, and maybe it's a little overused in Detroit, but it's funny because I think we've found so many guys recently, and even today when A.J. Hinch was asked about it, and it was a question that, oddly enough, our friend Bob Winowski asked him. Oh, no, actually, it was Corey Stavenhagen. Asked him about culture.
He's our friend, too.
And he's our friend, too. I was trying to give Bob credit. But anyway, so we were...
It's got to stretch too far to do that.
I know, it's a bridge too far. But we were just talking about culture, and A.J. knows these guys, right? And it was cool how JV said, when I left here in 2018, Al Avila said to him, and I actually had a text conversation with Al yesterday. And I said, you got to feel pretty happy for JV. And he said, it is so cool. He said, I'm going to try to get down there this year. And Al Avila, as we know, was not always successful here. He was part of a rebuilding thing. But now for AJ to come in and to kind of usher in these guys that he's dealt with in Houston, and that also through JV. And even today, it was cool. AJ said, one of the first guys that called me or texted, reached out when I got the job in Detroit was Justin. And he said, you're going to love that city from a standpoint of a sports town and what it brings and the grit. And there's such a great feeling. And I do think, back to taking it full circle to the Skubal, I think Skubal really is all about winning here now and come what may. And I hope we can I know I have, just being down here this week, and a lot of people on opening day and leading up to opening day are going to ask about it, but I just people understand. Put it to bed. Let this team cook and go to work and see what they can do, because we could have a pretty special summer in Detroit if they stay healthy, all of them.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've been touching on it, and let me just play this next soundbite. It is Skubal talking about the opportunity, as we've discussed many times, to play with JV.
If you'd have told me 10 years ago that I'm going to be locker mates with Justin Verlander and we're going to be in the same rotation, I would have called you crazy. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm getting the goosebumps right now. It's pretty special, and he's great. He's going to be great for our team. He's going to be great for me. There's going to be a lot of stuff from a pitching process standpoint. I mean, he's experienced kind of everything there is in this game. When you look at his career, I could talk probably 30 more minutes about the impact he's going to have on me personally, but I'm really excited to get to know him more and to be around him and to watch how he does things, his process, scouting, what he's looking at, what he's trying to do with hitters. You know, the game is simple, but just little edges here and there, and you get that from being around great players.
You know what's also similar here? I'm reminded when a guy like Verlander comes back, it's almost like when Kenny Rogers got here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because Kenny Rogers was 43 years old when he got here. Verlander's birthday is in what? 2 days, 10 days? Something like that.
February 20th.
Exactly. So he'll be in that same deal. And what happened when they got Kenny Rogers? Straight to the playoffs, World Series, that kind of thing. Maybe same thing this year. I love it. I love the fact that it's coming full circle for this time, for this team, and for Verlander.
It's a fun move. There's no doubt about it. And certainly it's – go ahead, Hammer.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, and you guys probably heard the stuff about when Tarik said that JV walked in and Tarik would joke to him. He said, "Hey, you want a tour?" And JV's like, "Yeah." And Tarik's like, I thought he was kidding. And he really meant it. He wanted a tour. And he said he was taking him on a tour because Lakeland has changed a lot in 5 years, let alone 9 years since JV was here. And Tarik was taking him around. And he's like, "Oh, there's a picture of you on the wall." You know, I mean, JV is a Tigers legend. He's earned a couple of those.
Yeah,
but
a couple of
those.
What this does is just put everybody else on notice about what this rotation's going to be. I like the fact that now A.J. Hinch has some serious flexibility with who he's going to use in games. And if Verlander, where do you put him? Is he your fifth starter, third starter? Do you give him a little, time in there? Where does Mize fit in with all this? Oh, there's lots of questions.
Yeah, I think the cool thing is, and I actually am looking forward to talking to Dan Petrie about this because I've had this conversation with him before. If you ask him about the 1984 rotation and those guys and how they work together with Wilcox, Morris, Petrie, that group, he will tell you they fed off each other. And when they got rolling, they're like, that dude did this yesterday. I'm not letting my team down today. And I think these guys are going to be the same way.
It was exactly what JV said today. And yesterday through an interpreter, Fromber said it as well. Wait, and I'm going to botch this euphemism. It's something about the water raising all boats.
Oh, a rising tide lifts all boats.
Rising tide. Thank you,
I got
Woody.
you.
Rising tide raises all boats.
Oh, dog, that's that you. That's that you education.
I love
wait,
it.
Hang on.
You gotta love it.
I got to do it.
You gotta love it. Thank you, Hammer. I appreciate it. Yeah, you gotta love it. There you go.
There we
It's all
go.
about that you.
Now do Michael Irvin.
Wait, I don't have any cocaine with me, so I can't.
I can't take my belt off quick enough.
Excuse me. But anyway, so I do believe that they all feel like they are going to push each other to make them better. So it's going to be a tremendous experience. AJ Hinch was like, you know what, I told them to bring it all to me, and they did, and now I'm like, okay, here they are.
But
I did ask AJ. He's kind of fired up. I asked AJ about if JV was going to start opening day, and he's like, "Pump the brakes." He's like, "Jen, we're not even getting. We're trying to get through
the home opener."
The home opener.
Yeah, because you told us the news yesterday that Skubal's going to start the regular season
opener in San Diego.
Yeah. I listen. I don't know if it would happen. I just think opening day at Comerica Park in downtown Detroit is so electric.
It'll be him.
But man, if they did decide to just let Verlander throw that day, it would be so sick.
I think we can call it. It's Verlander.
It will be him.
Or as I was saying to Jeff Holloway as we were driving back from Lakeland today, I said, what if, and I love this for the marketing people, and I hope that the Tigers marketing people are listening, and I'm going to reach out to my friends in the ticket office. They had Fromber home opener or Flaherty, either one. And then on the second day, Saturday or Sunday of the opening weekend, they threw Verlander. They would have opening day 2.0, and they would sell it out from a ticket sales,
it's a good financial
standpoint.
thing.
From a financial, I'm making money. Guess what? I own a baseball team, and I want fannies in the seats, and I want to make money. So I'm going to put Justin Verlander pitching on the coldest Saturday in April when everyone's hungover and nobody's showing up, and I'm going to get them all there.
Hammer, I said it last night. I was wrong. I'll say it right now. You're officially on vacation now.
All right, there you go.
So go have fun, Hammer. Go have fun.
Yeah,
We
my
enjoyed
sister's
it.
here. Yeah, my sister's here from the east side of the state. We're ready to go. It's going to be a great little week, and I'll be thinking of all of you up there endlessly. And you'll see some of our stuff continue to air because we covered a lot of turf in that clubhouse in 2 days in Lakeland. It was
Yeah, your
really
coverage
amazing.
of the Tigers will roll on. We appreciate it, Hammer. Great job out there.
Yeah, way to go, Hammer.
All right. Be safe out there. All right. We are going to come right back. Much more coming up on this edition. This Trinidad Chambliss thing is kind of interesting. I do want to talk about it for a minute.
Dude, there is...
I want to talk about it for a
Okay,
minute.
all right.
One more year.
Yes,
Give him
sir.
one more year.
No, apparently he is.
Well, yeah,
After we heard he wasn't.
Take the break.
So we'll talk about, Zoom. Hit that link or just put in the meeting ID number. We'd love to see you in the Zoom.
I'm
We'll be
loaded
right
over
back
here,
with
Dan.
more after that.
What was the best part you liked so far?
Well, I hate to say it, when she said she didn't have the cocaine.
Oh, Chocolate Divas, I like you already. This is good. This is fun.
Is there multiple? If there's divas?
Yeah, you know what? Is it just you? Are you the only diva, or are there multiple divas?
I'm only diva, but this
Oh,
is
okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
How long have you been a sports fan?
A long time, way back. Let's see, over 40 some years. Because my husband used to play basketball in college.
Oh, nice.
Who'd he play for?
Well, it was college, the Milwaukee Area Technical College in
That's great.
Milwaukee, and then he also played in the NBA's Pro-Am League.
Oh,
Very nice.
Years. So
Very
I
nice.
basketball wife forever. Because we've been married now 42 years.
I love
And
That's-
I started really getting into it once I met him, of course.
that's 2 more years than the Pistons have wins this year at 40. I mean, basketball all day long with the Pistons, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't even bring up my Pistons.
Well, listen, she said 42 years?
40.
40.
Yeah,
42.
42. She said
Listen,
42.
Listen, you need to come back and join us again. But let me tell you something, Chocolate Diva. You do not look like you're capable of being married for 40 years. You must have gotten married when you were really young. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
I tell him he robbed the cradle. I do. So
Love it, love it.
That's good stuff. You come back and see us again.
Love it.
We got Anthony.
Anthony next up on the Zoom. What's up, Anthony?
Hello, everyone.
Oh, you're
First
rocking the
time
Tiger
being on.
swag already.
Yes, I am. I got this. First off, do you guys realize how hard it was back in 2012 to live in Vegas and get a Tigers polo?
No.
Probably non-existent.
Yeah.
There was no Prime. There was nothing like that. It took me a couple weeks to get this, but I dusted this off. My Verlander jersey that I had is a 5X, and I'm way smaller now, so I'm
ain't
going
gonna
to just
fit.
donate that. Yeah, I'm going to donate that to charity. Someone lucky is going to get that. But the first thing I want to say is let Hammer cook. When she was talking about having Verlander open on opening weekend, I live downtown, like right off of Washington and State Street. I can hear when the Tigers play. And I go back, I've been a Tigers fan my whole life. I was 2 years old when they won in '84. I'm actually only 3 months older than Justin, which makes me feel really weird. But anyways,
You're in Major League Prime.
yeah, I wish I was. My legs tell me different, but I look at Justin's career, and I also compare it to our city and how back in '06 we were in the rebuilding stage, and we're now destined to be a great powerhouse sports city, and to have him come back here is, to me, it's like the Cinderella story come true.
It's awesome.
Here's something I want to put in everybody's mind. In the next 365 days, think about this.
Go fast, Anthony.
The Pistons could win the finals.
Boom.
The Red Wings could win the Stanley Cup.
Boom.
If we get Max Crosby, we could win the Super Bowl, and we can get the World Series with Verlander.
I love all of it.
Wow.
You come back
Great
and
call.
see us again.
Great
Thank
call,
you for being
Anthony.
part of the show, Anthony.
Anthony,
Take
nice
a break.
job.
Come right back on this edition of the Sports Office.
Anthony.
So it's Thursday. You know what that means. Deep thoughts.
Where's Z's not here?
okay.
Zebo is otherwise engaged, so
Yeah.
he isn't with us. So I went to ChatGPT. I said, what is the deepest thought you have?
Oh, boy.
To
First
which it
game.
responded, that's a great question. Here's the deepest thought I can offer. Almost everything we chase, money, status, certainty, even health, is really a search for control.
Oh, boy, Dan.
Just let it rain on you. Just let it come down over you.
That's deep.
Just feel the weight of that statement and tell it it's wrong. Because all we're really looking for with everything we chase is the ability to say that we control it.
We'll see how much.
And nothing else will control us.
We'll see how much control Michigan State has on Friday, right here on Fox 2 against Wisconsin.
That's a tease. That's
everything
a tease.
Michigan State chases: money, status, certainty, even health.
We'll see how Michigan does on Saturday against UCLA.
If Michigan
just a
wins
tease
on Saturday,
machine.
they're going to be the number one team in the country on Monday.
They almost lost yesterday.
And a 10th straight win.
Yes.
So it'd be huge for them.
But you know what? They crushed them in the end.
Yeah, they did.
Michigan just figures
did.
out a way to get it done.
They did.
And that's even more impressive sometimes when you play bad and then win. Hey, that's it. Thanks for being here for this edition of the Sports Office. Everybody. We'll see you again next time.
Woohoo!
Good evening and welcome to the